on, fam? Sam Cologne here, aka The Messenger, and welcome to today's show. ¿Qué pasa, familia? We have a very good topic today, which we're keeping the energy and the whole topic of intention. And the reason why I am continuing this thread of intention in all the different videos that we have done is because there's so much power in intention. And when you realize that you have a lot of power. But if you don't put intentions on what it is that you're doing and creating, then essentially you're giving up your power, right? And so a lot of times we don't put intentions on things because we don't have that knowledge of the fact that you can put intentions on things and the things that you do. Now, there are people that would argue that, oh, well, intentions, you could put any intention out and it doesn't necessarily mean it's going to happen. We can debate that, right? I was going to say argue, but there's no need to argue. We can debate that, right? We can have different perspectives on that. But what I'm saying is, if you're not putting intentions in it, that means that it's blind to you. You don't understand, so therefore it doesn't exist. However, there are things that exist that do affect you, right? Just because you don't see it doesn't mean that it doesn't exist, right? So we can have villages where they have no idea what the hell is the internet. They have no idea what's a laptop. They have no idea what's Wi-Fi. Doesn't mean that the shit doesn't exist in our world, right? But it still exists. So this topic that we're going to talk about is the intention of your energy field. And what we're going to touch upon is there's this thing in ancient mystery schools that they talk about the Merkaba, right? The Merkaba being light body, energy body, what have you. However, this can be programmed. This you can put intentions to and create a program, a pattern, a code around your body. Now, we're so stuck in this body, what this body is, that we ignore our energy body. There are a lot of people that are sensitive to the energy body, but just because they, nonchalantly they mention stuff in movies like vibes and stuff like that, and it's passed down where you can walk into a room and be like, I don't know, just something don't feel right. That's your energy body, right? There's things that you can do where you can walk into a place and you feel like, damn, I like the vibes, or meet a certain person, oh, I like the vibe from this person. That's your energy body. So understanding that this exists will then allow you to navigate and use it with intentions. Now, there are, again, in the ancient mystery schools, they mentioned that you can use this energy body to travel, astral travel, actually energetically travel, remote view, right? You can go into another room. There are studies that actually show that there are CIA people that CIA has studies where they train people on how to use this technique and go and actually go out and do a satellite and read the serial code from the freaking satellite out in space, right? And so, like, this remote viewing is used not just with the energy body, but yes, you use this energy body to create a protection around the consciousness that's going to remote view wherever it is that you're going. Now, this energy body also is around you at all times, and there are things or entities or people or whatever it is that you want to call it that feed upon this energetic body and you are unaware of. Now, there is people, entities, energies, whatever it is that you want to call them, right? They feed upon your energetic body because you are unconscious of this energetic body and you do nothing about it. Now, you can consciously program your energetic body. Firstly, you have to know how to activate it and get in tune with it. Create some sort of an intimacy with it. Visualize it. See the energy, right? And when there's a meditation that I will be more than happy to share with you, that you activate this energetic body, you become aware of it, right? And as you become aware of it, you lock them in and you synchronize and create a harmony. And so one part of around you in circular motion is going in one way, and the bottom is going in another way. And when they come together, they create this sphere around you. That within that sphere, that creates these triangle, diamond shapes, sacred geometry that while you're in that space, you can put your intentions into that. And those intentions could be anything that you want. You can say, hey, when I walk in the room, I want my presence to be such that the people that are around me, they get awoken, right? I want my presence to be such that when I walk into the room, people feel God's presence, right? Like whatever it is that you want and your intentions. You can also say that wherever you are, may the energy field around you transmute and alchemize anything that is negative and doesn't serve your highest and best. And so these are things that you can do with this energy body, but you are unaware of it because you weren't taught it. And the way that, it comes off sometimes, it comes off as esoteric. It comes off as bullshit. It comes off like, who is this witch guy, brujo, whatever this. And that's not the case. There's science behind this shit. There's science that shows that you have a field around you, right? Literally a 9-foot field around you. Now, there are indigenous cultures, right, where they have shamans or curanderos or whatever it is, however you want to word them to be, the medicine men of the community or women, where they believe that your reality is nothing but from your fingertip to fingertip. And it creates a sphere above you, below you, and all around you. And this right here is your reality. That's it. That's all there is. And we're projecting what it is that we think that we are creating. It's almost like you're in a bubble in a cinema, and you're seeing the projection from you, right? So you within are the observer, and it's creating the projection, which is all the way around you, and this is all you see. And sometimes there are people that look up into the sky and be like, oh, wow, it looks like it's a dome. But the truth is that the dome is you. You're a sphere. And so when you're looking at certain things, it seems like it's a dome, but it's because that's you. You're seeing the energetic field around you. Now, that's something else that we can talk about in another video. But in this case, what it is that I want you to understand is that becoming intimate with that energy field that you are is very important, especially moving forward from this moment on. Because there are things going on that are starting to come about in a very subtle way so that you don't get alarmed. So, quick story. We were driving, real quick. Sky, were you with us with the whole star when we saw the ships? You guys weren't with us? Oh, you was. Okay. So my son was with me. And so we were driving, and we were on our way home, and then we saw a whole bunch of like white, really bright lights in the sky. They were like in a foul line, probably around like 21 of them. And so I'm driving, and I see it from the corner of my eye, but then my wife was like, what the fuck is that? And I'm looking like, I don't know, what is that? Then my son's like, what is that? And so I kept on driving. I'm like, nah, what the hell? It looked like it was a fleet of ships in the sky. So we pull over into the 7-Eleven, and it's funny because there's a lady that pulled up to the left of us, and she sees me come out the car, and I'm looking up to the sky and all this stuff, and she was afraid to get out the car. She literally hit reverse and left. But then to the right of our car, there was a gentleman that was walking out, and he's looking at me like, what the hell are you looking at? I'm like, yo, look. And he's looking, and there was a line of like what seems to be aircrafts out in the sky. And he's like, what the fuck? He's like, you guys just fucked up my night. I'm literally going to be thinking about this shit all night. And I'm like, he looked a little bit high too, so his head was all fucked up. But me and my wife, we took a picture, whatever, blah, blah. And so we start right away when we left, my wife starts Googling. And what came up was, oh, this is this Starlink thing that, Elon Musk is putting out there so that we can get internet to everyone in the world, right? That's the way it's positioned out in Google, like when you go on and you start searching stuff. So then, of course, I start, tapping in and going into that meditative space, and then the information that I got was completely different, right? So the information, I'm going to share this, again, not trying to impose anything on anyone. I'm sharing the information I got. If it resonates with you, then cool. If it doesn't fucking matter, right? So now the information that I got is that this is not just for internet. Now, there is things that they've been talking about. Elon Musk is creating these chips. And these chips are supposed to go on the base of the stem of our skull and the tip of our cerebral cortex, right? So it's supposed to go in there so that we could be able to get all the information through the internet, have access to it, right? And this is why this thing is out there. It has nothing to do with getting internet to everyone. It has to do with the fact that these chips are actually the steps are being taken so that people have the option to get this inserted into their brain. Right? Now, that was the first layer of the information, download, whatever it is that you want to say that I got. The second layer is that that's not just it. What it is as well is that it can read, especially since we have this phone, it can read and pick up on your energetic field as an individual. And as it does, it picks up on, you can say, your thoughts. So it's not just about, it sending you information. It goes two ways, right? And this is the way it's being presented, like for people to think like, oh, I get all the information. No, it goes both ways. And so I do remember many times where let's go back maybe 5 years, 6 years maybe, where you would speak about something and it would come out on your phone. When I first started mentioning this, people looked at me like I was fucking nuts. They'll be like, the fuck out of here, the phone is not listening. Now, it's shared like everybody fucking knows. Like, everybody knows the phone is hearing your conversations. And based upon your conversations, that's the ads that you're going to see. Right? And so, now what's happening is, based upon your thoughts, they're showing you ads. And this is not something that I heard somewhere. This has been personally I've experienced. And I actually experienced it probably about 1.5 to 2 years ago. But sometimes I experience certain things, and just like you, I get information, I get downloads, I get guidance, and I question it. And I think that I have a very healthy skepticism. And this is when I share shit, I don't just share it right away. There's a lot of people that get stuff through excitement and stuff. They throw it up. No, this is something that came to me probably a year and a half ago. But the clarity that came to me because I tapped in on that and all the pictures came together, I'm like, this is how they're fucking doing it. This is how I'm able to think about something, put it in my field, and automatically I get an ad on my phone. Now, I've tested it. I don't just not just saying it, I've tested this. I've tested where I sat down and thought, felt the emotions of this thing, put it in my energetic field, and within, I don't know, maybe 15 minutes, I'll get an ad. Now, this again, you might think like, this is some nut shit. But you'll see, in the future, you'll see. But when you do see this and you get that confirmation for yourself, or this resonates with you, just realize what's happening. And the reason why I'm sharing this with you is peak because this energy that you are around you is being stifled, is being taken from you, is being used in ways that you don't understand. And unless you take the intention to actually create an energetic protection and field and program around you and put your energy into the effects of what it is that you're looking to create, everything and everyone and all the entities and energies around you are going to take that energy to create what it is that they want. And therefore, you are just basically a victim of creation, someone else's creation, of another entity, another energy. And you're not actually creating what it is that you want to create. And when you start putting the intentions and becoming intimate with this energy that you're going to get prompts. You're going to get prompt to how to program this energy, how to do certain things. And when you start doing that, and you start allowing yourself to let go of the limitations that that have been impressed upon you, when you start to work with this energetic field that you'll be able to see certain things differently. You'll be able to sense certain things differently. Your relationships with people, your reality starts to shift in a different way because you are creating that intention with your energetic field that you're creating your reality with. Now, I know this seems really heavy and really out there and some crazy shit, but I'm putting this out there so that you guys can bring in a healthy level of curiosity. That's it. Just a healthy level of curiosity. Just get curious. And here's the thing. This whole thing that happened with the Starlink, this happened probably about 2 weeks ago. And when my wife, because my wife starts Googling shit, she saw that there was articles happening about this all the way back in April. Right? So it's been several months of this happening, and I just happened to see it, 2 weeks ago, because we were out and just boom, it was right over us. Now, again, just encouraging a healthy level of curiosity in your life. And so, in efforts of that, I want to give you a suggestion, right? And I would like to share with you how you can tap into this energetic field that you have and you are. And so, in the mornings, just simply take the time to, and I'm going to use terminology that you can change and you can say and do whatever you want, right? So I'm going to give you different options, right? The intimacy of using the words Father Sky and Mother Earth on a human level, on a cellular level, there's an emotional, energetic charge behind that. That when you say those things and imagine those things, you automatically link up with them, right? So I'm just going to use these words, but when you do it, you could just look at it as a light above your head or a spinning golden disc that's vibrating vibrating in waves and frequencies above your head and below your feet. Right? You can use whatever it is that you want. But for this case, I'm going to share the way I do it and the way I see it. And so what you do is when you wake up in the morning, take the time to, I would prefer you sit up. Take the time to sit up. You could get in a position something like this, or sit on a chair, put your feet on the floor, whatever works for you. And you want to close your eyes. Take a nice deep breath down into your stomach. And when you exhale, allow yourself to feel your whole body. Once you do that and you can feel that you're relaxing, you feel your whole body, probably, anywhere from 1 to 3 breaths. Then I want you to visualize, bring your attention up into the air and connect with Father Sky. All right? Then take a nice deep breath, bring it down into your heart. Now, bring your attention down and you connect with Mother Earth. Once you connect with that, allow that energy now to come back into your heart. Take a nice deep breath and see it come together. All right? Make heaven on earth through you. So bring the heavens, bring the earth, bring it together and manifest, which is you, the Holy Trinity, right? And so bring this together and tap in and feel that intimate connection with that. When you do, then allow that energy to go and merge with the energy outside of you. You will feel it. When you feel it, start off something small. Put out an intention of when you walk into a room, people sense your energy in a way that they can't help but to mention to you. Like, there's something about your energy. Like, what is it you're doing? I can feel that. Put that intention. I'll start off with that. If you're someone that people already say that to you, then start off an intention of, if this speaks to your heart, that when you walk into the room, if someone is down, their energy is down, or they're not feeling well, or they're sick, that just your presence brings healing to them, right? Raises their vibrations, and that puts them in a higher state just because they were in your presence. Try that out, right? And ask for a reflection back. When this is confirmed to you, because it will be, then practice a little more healthy curiosity and do whatever your heart asks you to do. Whatever it is that you're feeling. Okay, you know what? Let me try this now. Put that in your energetic field. Ask for that confirmation. When you get that confirmation back, because you will, try the next thing. And you're going to see that this energetic field that surrounds you does exist. And the more confident you get working with it, the more intimacy you start to get with it, you will be influenced in such a way that it's so, the word I'm looking for, innocent, that the things that you're going to want to create with your intention, you would never have thought about, because it's coming from a place of pureness. And when it comes from that place, ooh, I just got chills. And when it comes from that place, really surrender to it. Really allow yourself to be in that place of innocence, that childlike faith. And you're going to see the things that you're going to create in your reality is going to blast these limitations that you have been holding on to. All right? So I just want you to, I'm going to take a second real quick. I'm going to send you some energy right now. Just take a nice deep breath. And exhale. Feel the sincerity of what I'm sharing with you. So we're going to keep this episode really short. And I'm sending you so much love. And please practice this, the skepticism and this curiosity. And start to unlock the beauty that you are. All right? Until next time, familia. Love you so much. Sending you so much love.